Good evening, this is Brian Shannon from Alpha Trends. Today is Wednesday, May 10th. The Federal Reserve raised interest rates once again today, and the reaction was pretty negative, I'd say. The Nasdaq, we can see here, the QQQQ did sell off pretty strong, almost 1%. Brings it down close to this trend line that's been intact since October of 2005. We can see we've had two other tests of it. A lot of times it's that third test that becomes danger and it does break down through there. If that were to happen, looking at the weekly time frame, we can see that it's encouraging that it's got pretty good support or should have good support, potentially just above that $40 level. But a breakdown to that $40 level would be pretty devastating. So definitely keep your risk a little bit lighter than usual. I'm seeing a lot of stocks blowing up in here. Multi-fine line today, MFLX, big down move, ESCL recently, Teva. Seems like stocks are really getting beat up very badly. I'm just going to type in a few symbols here just to make my point. But these stocks are getting beat up real bad, and a lot of them are big companies too. Electronic Arts, Microsoft. It's amazing that the market holds up even as well as it does right now. But the point is, there's a lot of risk in the market right now. It's not all bad news, though. Obviously, we had BidU today, had a big day on the upside. Nutrisystems reported good earnings recently. Nice follow through in there. It's holding on to those gains. Probably hurting the shorts pretty badly. The GLD, really, there's some pockets of strength in there, but overall, in the NASDAQ, I'm seeing a lot more things to be worried about than there are to be excited about. Let's get on to some new ideas. I've got, I think, about 8 longs here and 4 potential shorts to look at tomorrow. And, just pick one or two of them that might make sense for you. Pick your own risk reward and entry, and hopefully the market will reward you as long as you maintain your discipline. Always keep a stop on these ideas. But Aether Systems, AETH, nice weekly chart here. Looks like it's got some room, maybe up to 4.5. It's not really something I'm thrilled about, but it's traded some nice volume in there recently and potentially getting above this 415 level, AETH. I would set an alert above 415. Again, I'm going to be talking quickly here because this is the second time recording this tonight. I went 12 minutes and 50 seconds earlier, and it will only allow me to upload a video 10 minutes or less. Avaya here, nice looking weekly chart. Broke past this resistance at about $12 a share on big volume 2 weeks in a row. Lower volume consolidation here, nice pull back to the rising 10-day moving average. If we look at the 10-minute time frame, we can see there's a little resistance in here, maybe about 1260. We'll look at the 5-minute time frame on an AV to get a closer look, and we can see, yeah, it is about 1260. So I think above 1260 or so, buyers should pick up some momentum and hopefully be able to push this stock higher. China.com or China CDC Corp. I forgot to update this one earlier. The stock tied its year high at 495 that it hit back here on February 27th. It tied that today, pulled back a little bit. We saw the big volume on the up move and then pretty low volume throughout the rest of the day. So I still think it's pretty healthy in here, the way the stock trades. Stop goes maybe below this low, a couple cents, so about $4.72, $4.73. I think that's a good place to keep a stop in there. HYTM, Hythium. No idea what these guys are. But anyways, nice longer term chart. Looks like, above 10, it's at all-time highs. Big volume recently. We can see this nice low volume consolidation in here. The big volume comes in on the up days, followed by low volume consolidations. Looks like the stock probably needs to get above today's high of 885. Above there, looks like maybe we could be onto something on the upside with HYTM, Nectar, NKTR. Big short position in here. I've mentioned this a few times over the last couple of days. Close to those all-time high levels, I would set an alert probably above 2250. Above 2250 is where I would get interested in this stock. NVAS, here's a company that's a bulletin board company. They're a miner. Be careful with it. It's thinly traded. It's bulletin board. Liquidity can be tough in there a lot of times, but it's a great looking chart. And, I would have never expected that Canyon Resources to go the way it did today, all in one day. I thought maybe it would get up to a $1.10, $1.15, but maybe this NVAS can do some magic too. Keep an eye on it. Omni, oil keeps holding up real strong here. OMNI, Energy Systems, holds up real strong. Nice tight consolidation up here. If we look at the 10-minute time frame, we can see that the stock probably needs to get above. We'll come back to that 10-minute. Here we see the weekly time frame though. Still got some room, maybe up to $7 a share or so. But probably needs to get above $6.25 is where I would set an alert on that. As far as a couple short ideas, again, we've seen a lot of stocks getting hit hard and continue to get hit hard. FFIV is what I meant to type in. We can see this gap down, probably an earnings-related hit, and it's kind of consolidating here. Keeps hitting on this support level at about 57.50. Let's take a closer look in there. But at about 57.50, if it breaks below that level, and these charts don't want to give me the data that I want when I want it, but below 57, really probably 57.70, below there, the sellers really probably start to take control. Worst case stop, I would say, is above 58.50. So above 58.50, I would not want to sell this short, but anywhere between this level and there, I think you're probably onto something good with FFIV. MSCC is another stock that's been breaking down, stair-stepping lower, lower highs, lower lows. Bigger volume coming in on the downside today. Maybe too big of a volume. Let's take a look here at some shorter-term action. And we can see that, with this stock, I think that if it gets above 27.05, you want to stop yourself out. So it's small enough risk, I think, that it might warrant a small short position. Cree Systems, CREE. Again, I'm speaking fast because I've only got another minute and a half to finish what I'm saying. Bearish candle here today, and after this gap, looks like it's ready for its next leg lower. I would wait probably for the stock, hopefully to rally up a little bit. In fact, if it could rally up to about 30, 35, and I wouldn't sell it short on the strength, but once it rallies up to that level and then starts turning lower again, once it starts making those little turns lower, that's where you want to sell it short. Not on the strength, but as it's turning lower after a period of strength. Otherwise, you're selling at strength. Who knows where it's going to end? ISSX, Internet Security Systems, looks like I've got some trend lines already drawn in here, which makes my work easier. The stock broke down. Looks like the sellers are definitely in control here. And there's a longer-term trend line being broken. The stock is on the 10-minute time frame. All right, let's look at a 5-minute time frame. We can see low risk in here, meaning that we can put our stop probably above these highs of 21.65 or so. And looks like the sellers are definitely in control, maybe for a move down to 20.5. Again, none of these ideas are meant as recommendations outright. Hopefully you can pick out one or two of these ideas that make sense based on the way that you look at the market and the risk that you're willing to take. Be prepared to take losses. Keep your losses small, and the market will treat you right as long as you stay disciplined and honest to one methodology, which should be trend trading. All these ideas, all the longs are stocks that are in uptrends. All the stocks that I would look at as a short are stocks that are in established downtrends. The trend is your friend. News and surprises follows the direction of the trend. My name is Brian Shannon. Thanks for visiting Alpha Trends Blogspot. Have a great day trading tomorrow, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.